Welcome to Philippines Raw. Well, while we are walking to the front and taking a little walk, maybe we'll trike, maybe we'll walk, because it's nice, beautiful weather, I thought we'd talk about some of the things that I do really like, especially 3 things that I like about living in a Philippines housing development. What would be your top thing, Josie, as far as living in a Philippines housing development?
Privacy.
Privacy?
Yeah. And then quiet.
Privacy and quiet.
Then rules.
Rules? Okay, well let's talk about those things. As far as privacy, what do you mean as far as from? Well, just explain that a little more.
Privacy. So, I mean, it's like you have a problem at home and there's a fight, but nobody knows it.
But outside, if you live outside of a...
They will know it because people are outside hearing the things, you know. That's what I can say.
So you think, in other words, are people inside more here, you think, than outside?
Yeah. They are more on their house.
So this has more to do with like gossip.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That everybody knows everything.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. When you lived in Makati, in Sembo, is that the way it was?
Yeah. Everything they know now. If something hollering at their home, oh, they're kind of gossiping each other. Oh, they're fighting. Like that.
Okay. Well, that really was not going to be in my top 3.
Because that's why sometimes I told you that, oh, lower your voice. Because
oh, yeah.
I'm telling that to you because I don't know those people if they are listening or, And I'm more on privacy person. I live in Makati, but I'm always inside the home. Not really going out, neighboring, no. No, this is my personality. I really, I'm introvert.
Well, that was not going to be in my top. My top, I think, for a foreigner, I think my top thing about living in a housing development in the Philippines would be security.
Yeah.
Because as a foreigner, it's not like you actually have a target right on your back, but kind of, because people just think that you have money, right?
True.
And living outside, honestly, you need to have a helper or something to keep an eye on the place when you're gone.
True.
When I was on a ship, some of the other crew would ask me, well, who's watching your place back home? And I would say, nobody. And they'd look at me shocked like, what? You can leave it for a month and not have somebody watch your house? But here in this housing development, the guards are really good. They don't let in trikes, outside trikes. So that's why we're walking to the front. They also have a shuttle to get you to the front, but we like to walk. So there's really no way to get past the guards in front. They do an excellent job.
Actually, there's advantage and disadvantage.
What's the disadvantage as far as security?
Disadvantage here kasi you just reconstruct a little space, you have to pay. It's like limited. That's what I mean. But if you're living outside naman, you can do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
You can build whatever you want. Nobody will say no.
Okay, well, so we got past security. Now, you're getting into a whole nother thing, which obviously your priorities are slightly different than mine.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about...
No, I'm just comparing. I'm not
right.
saying that I do like it. I'm just comparing what is the different.
But you're rules based. You're thinking about the rules. You live
Yeah.
on the outside. You do what you want to
Yeah,
do. Nobody stops you. Whereas
No,
even though,
me, it's about construction. That's my point.
yeah, you can do what you want with your house at any time. No construction bond.
No.
But that's one of the things also that keeps it nicer in a housing development.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Now, I'm walking past something that's not a good example of that at all. So don't look, okay, ignore that because that doesn't count, right?
Yeah.
It's really not mostly like that.
Yes.
And mostly people do keep their houses in some sort of decent condition.
Yeah.
So it's a much more rules-based order.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the list.
Yeah.
So we talked about security. And I feel good about that. We never have any issues at all. I rarely even hear of anything here. Okay. Number 2 for me, I think, would be noise.
Yeah.
There is way less noise. There's way less noise in a housing development. Ignore the motorcycles. That's kind of contradicting what I'm saying, but really, there is way less noise. Can we walk up the road a little bit? That way we can walk. We're getting to the front too fast. So noise for me, if you live on the outside, I've always said living in the Philippines is like living inside, not at the airport, but directly inside of a jet engine.
Yeah.
Because there's so much noise. In fact, when we first moved here, you said it's so solemn. You didn't really mean that in a good way, did you?
Because I used to be in a crowded and noisy place, so it's I'm still adopting this place before.
So you looked at it like a cemetery.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. I looked at it as like delightful, you know. So that's a huge thing for me, I think, is that it's just, if I want to go take a walk, you can really just have a little bit of peace instead of roaring trucks.
They open the drainage.
Yeah, they're working on drainage here, huh?
I think they open it so it will be the water will run out.
Yeah, I think so. Because this phase sometimes floods.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got security handled, and we've got the noise issue, right? Now,
Yeah.
maybe for a lot of you, you don't mind endless karaoke at 2 in the morning. You know, your neighbors having 20 roosters, you know, that I thought roosters were supposed to crow in the morning. They crow all the time, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a first world misconception about roosters, I guess.
Roosters actually, they are more noisy in the morning.
But they make noise all the time.
All the time, but in the morning more noisy because
Yeah.
everything is quiet and you just hear their quacking.
Yeah, and I guess the point is you can adjust to all that. You really can adjust to all that. But the other thing is maybe you don't want to adjust to that.
No, there's a lot of
Yeah, wow, they got a lot of animals in there. Maybe you don't want to adjust to that. If you don't want to adjust to have a noise all through the night when you're trying to sleep, housing development is a great place. Now, that other thing that you were talking about, which the way you look at it is you can do anything you want outside to your house. Okay. Now, the way I look at it is it's great in a housing development that you can't do anything you want to your house.
No, my
Because some people do crazy things. They leave half-completed projects for years, you know. And at least here, there needs to be some sort of an approval process. Now, I have been disappointed in sometimes that they're not enforcing the rules enough.
Yeah.
But at least in general, it's 75% better than on the outside.
Yeah.
You know, the finished results of things. So what would be some of the other things? I think those are the kind of the big ones for me. The other one is being able to, this goes along with quiet, but just being able to have a peaceful place that you can walk around like we're walking around right now.
Yeah.
You know, it goes along with the quiet, but also it goes along with just the safety of walking and biking.
Yeah.
So those would be the main thing. What anything I miss there, I'm sure I'll think of something when we get to the front gate.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that, what things do you think of as a positive thing of living in a development instead of living on the outside?
Well, the positive things living in subdivision or private property is quiet, and you can also be in a right decision in everything you do, and makes you feel more compatible, comfortable. What I mean,
So you're dealing with the quiet better now.
it's not really dealing with the quiet. It's getting when you're getting older. I mean, getting in the older. It's like you want something that quiet. That's what I can say.
Yeah, you want more peace than noise.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But actually, before it's hard for me to adjust because this is not my place. This is not my I've been in noisy and
Your whole life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not really noisy. What I mean, people there are communicate each other every morning. They are in the road talking to each other. I
Yeah.
was used with that.
Yeah, it's a little more distant, huh?
Yeah.
I guess that might be one of the negative things in a way. Positive and negative. It depends on whether
But that was the
you
time
got the gossip
I
on
don't
one
have
side.
money. That was the time I don't have money.
You have the gossip on that side, which maybe is not so good.
Yeah. Well, there's a
But
gossip.
then you have
There's
the
a good and positive gossip.
yeah. Then you have the communication and the closeness, more closeness to people. You know. But that's another one for an expat, though. The more closeness you have for people,
True.
the more issues you got.
And the more you close, the more they
It's
need something. I'm not saying I don't want to. It's just that some people are user. What can I
it's the money thing, you know.
Yeah.
Which you didn't have an issue.
before?
Yeah, before.
So I
But
don't have money.
it's
Oh, shit.
whoop, losing the umbrella. Yeah, it's more of an issue, and so in some ways it's a little better in a housing development. For one thing, because some of the people have a little more resources, and also aren't trying to figure out how to get money out of you. I know that may sound bad, but if you've ever been here, you know that's the way it is. You know, I've helped a lot of people here, and very few of those relationships that I had ever turned out good.
Yeah.
Now, it's just sad. It's really sad. But if you have helped someone and then don't repeatedly help someone,
Sorry.
sometimes they get angry, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it'll be shocking to you if you've never been in that kind of situation. You know, where people are always trying to hitch up for money. And but you learn after a while, when you've had so many negative experiences, that you have to be kind of hard.
True.
You know. Anyway, I think it's easier in a housing development. So, as you can see now, once again we made the turn and we're going towards the front gate. So, that's just a little of my feelings about the positive things about a housing development. And I've certainly done plenty of videos on the negatives, but we thought we'd concentrate on the positives today because it's really not a bad place, right?
Yeah. It's not really the bad place, but there's a flood lang in ano.
Okay, now you're getting to the bad video. So this is where we should say goodbye for now.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening and watching. Bye-bye. It's like a mass of snakes, huh? Wow.